Okay, so we're just going to run you through the Robo Shadow portal, and the screen that you're looking at the moment is the first screen you see when you log in. So the reports that we have already developed and released are down the left hand side. The ones that are in the making at the moment feature here on the homepage, and you can see the features that are being developed. I reckon it's probably looking like the end of the summer that we'll get all of these complete. So if you can just vote for features that are particularly pertinent to you, we will then push them and bump them up the top of the dev queue. Probably what's going to be the first thing that we get live is the external MMAP, external penetration testing scanner, to be able to test your external IP addresses. That's probably going to be the first one up after this effective launch. So I'll go through these quickly, and then I'll go over some of the other menu items after. So really what we wanted to do is sort of democratize the CVE vulnerability assessment. So we have this in whether or not it's Amazon Inspector or Microsoft Security Center, whether or not it's MMAP or Nessus, they all use this CVE engine. And what we've done is we've kind of want to make sure that anyone can have any kind of format, be it Linux, Windows or Mac, and be able to get a CVE vulnerability assessment. So you can see here, you can click on one of the machines. It will then give you the type of vulnerabilities and what's critical and what's not, and then you can click on that and get a drill down to actually know what those vulnerabilities are, and you can at any point on any of the reports is download them to a CSV file. So we can also look at things via severity, we can group by application, and we can also group by machine. What we're trying to get away from is just having reams and reams of vulnerabilities that aren't really that relevant. What we want is users just to be able to see a nice roll up. What are my workstations? Who are those users logged onto those workstations? When were they last seen? And what are the vulnerabilities affecting those machines? Very soon we will have an actions list that gives you the most bang for your buck, effectively, in terms of actions of updates and patches that you can roll out that give you the most effective use of your time in terms of removing vulnerabilities. So that's CVEs. So we'll go on to Windows Defender. So a lot of our clients have said, look, what we'd like to do is be able to get rid of our third-party antivirus and use Windows Defender, but we need to be able to get through a penetration test. We need to be able to look at that centrally, and we need to also audit when machines were last on or updated and whatnot. So here it will give you everything from understanding, is there any firewalls that have been disabled, to have we got updated definition files within Windows Defender, are there any threats? There is daily alerts that come out if it notices threats, or if updates hasn't been updated within a certain amount of time. You also need to get this through penetration tests as well. So this is really just the management of Windows Defender antivirus centrally. So on to Windows updates. So certainly with Windows 10 and Server 16 and 19, it's getting a lot better now in terms of updating itself. But here you can see not only the critical security, the critical security updates, critical updates to the build, the roll-up updates, so you can see what versions of different Windows 10 roll-ups that each of the machines that are on, and again, which does help from a support call perspective, how many driver updates are needed for certain machines. If you have problematic users, especially with things like HPs and Dells, you want to be able to understand what updates need to run. So this allows you, again, passing penetration tests internally, is can you verify where your patching and updates are around Windows machines on a daily basis. So next one here is just a hardware report. So you can click into just show me the servers or just show me the workstations, and we will also be able to say show me the end of life operating systems, Windows 7 or Windows 2008. There's none in our test account here, but it's just a nice sheet. It's been at the request of our clients, both the hardware and the software part, was just to better understand the inventory. If we find a machine that we think could be suspect or could have problems on it, what is that machine, who's logged on to that user, and what are the particulars around that machine, what processors and memory and stuff like that. Pretty much the same for the software report as well, where you can filter out the common applications, which I believe is Adobe and Microsoft, just being able to search through and understand. So I'll just filter by installation count here, and we see what versions of Microsoft ASP .NET Core have we got, the different versions, and what machines have got them out there. So just generally being able to manage the versions of machines that you've got out there, again, just help you to understand a bit better the types of vulnerable or apps that could be out there as well, effectively. So a couple of other bits that I will show you very, very quickly. If we go to the device coverage section, what you need to do to be able to pass a penetration test is be able to demonstrate that you've reconciled all of your devices. So this used to be traditionally against something like Active Directory. Now it can be Azure Active Directory or Google or something like that. So what you can see is, you can show me the machines that don't have an agent but have been seen in X amount of days. So we really want to understand these machines here effectively do not have an agent installed. And again, the ones to probably worry about, these ones are getting sort of 5 or 6 days old now. So these are machines that we probably should make sure that we've got agents on. So to pass an internal penetration test, you need to demonstrate that you're able to understand what devices, where they are, and are they updated effectively. So making sure that you've got device coverage is key. And how we configure that is via syncing with Azure AD. You can also from this menu invite other users and manage your account, but this is where that you would synchronize with Azure Active Directory, and there's some instructions on how to actually do that. The other way that you can synchronize is with your on-premise Active Directory. So you can click here and you can download an on-premise Active Directory connector. You can use both the Azure AD and the on-premise one as well. It will reconcile between all of them because some machines are on Azure AD that could be in other offices or anything, and some machines are only on-prem, and sometimes server farms and things like that will still need the Active Directory on-premise connector. So here, this is where you will download the actual agent itself. It will start to build after you log into the console for the first time, and you literally just click on the agent. It will give you a blue bar at the top to show that that's building in the background. Once that's built, it will be available for download, and that will pop up in just a sec, no doubt. And just to let you know, we have the Linux agent, and we also for both Red Hat and Debian, and also the Mac agent, which these guys are pretty much finished now, and they're going through initial C trials at the moment, so they'll be available on the platform soon enough. So, but this is where effectively you get to download your agent section. Anything else of noteworthy that I just wanted to make? No, I think I've covered everything in terms of core principles of the platform. Like I say, do please, if you can, go over and look at the vote for features, and look at the features that are coming out soon, and vote for things that you think are fairly pertinent to yourselves. We really want to democratize cybersecurity, so we really want to, the more people that get onto this platform, i.e. network effects, the more that we stand a chance of keeping it for free. We want to be able to deliver all of the functionality to all of our users for free, so a bit of guidance on what functionality will be important to you would be really, really helpful. If you do log into the platform, if there's things that you love or hate or other ideas that you've got, if you could let us know, that would be absolutely fantastic. Like I say, what we are, the stuff that's already been released on the platform is has come from the user base of the early adopters, users of things that they wanted to see on the platform. But again, this can extend out further past the features that we have here. There's about 12 of us globally that work dedicated just on this product. So we would like to think that we're going to be the team that can keep releasing, keep updating, and keep making things better. So the more feedback you can give us, the better. So thanks ever so much for watching, and enjoy Robo Shadow.